Well, hello, my friends. So this video walks us through my Snow Days 8-page workshop. I'm going to show you the kit in just a minute, but I wanted to show that I used the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder to create with this. And then I used the Snowy Wonder dies to create all of the goodness in here, plus the postage dies, all sorts of dies I did ahead of time for you in this great bundle. But you will need the Snowy Wonder stamp set to complete this. If you don't have it, it's still orderable. So go ahead, 164334 is the number, but just look for Snowy Wonder or schedule a time to come over and play with me. I like that too. All right, so we're going to do some shaker windows and all sorts of goodness, but I wanted to go, let's set this aside for a second. The picture shows you the 8 pages we're going to make, shows you the products I used. So it lists, all those die cuts and everything, and then what you're going to need. So I've got all the supplies gathered, but there's a nice little list there for you. Make sure you get some kind of fun things to put in the shaker windows that we're going to be creating. Um, So you've got that, and then it just walks through 2 pages at a time. So take two 12 by 12s and everything on top of it. That's the first page we're going to work on. Next two 12 by 12s, which happen to be a white and a blue. That's the next set of pages we'll do. Set number 3, and then set number 4. Now behind set number 4, you're going to find 4 sheets of white cardstock that you can cut down to create your photo mats if you'd like. You've got the instructions that Stampin' Up! Provided for their pages, which we're not doing in any way, shape, or form. I did nothing like what they did. So you have those cutting guides that you can use someplace else with other paper. And then we're going to use this sticker sheet lots, lots, lots. All right, but first thing I want to do with you guys, now that we've gone through that, is I want you to organize all of your doodads. So first thing you're going to want to do when you get your package open is separate the ones that are going to need to get stamped. So we've got 3 big, 2 medium, and 2 small snowflakes that are all going to get stamped in Glacier ink or whatever bluish color you want to use. Then 2 large, 3 medium, and 3 kind of skinny, scrawny guys, trees that are all going to be in evergreen. 3 candy canes that'll be done in candy apple. The little house I did in toffee. On the circle, I've got the snowman, and I put a top hat on him in black. And then the penguin. And all of that stamping again was done with that Snowy Wonders stamp set. Next thing I want you to do, grab the crushed curry marker, and I'm going to color in the penguin's nose, feet, and then the carrot. I'm going to treat my 3 circles using a blending brush and Glacier ink. And on the 2 smaller circles, I'm just going to put kind of a foundation of color in the center. And then on the one with the snowman, I'm coming in from all angles and coming as close as I can to him without actually getting onto his body. So you want to keep him white, but I want to make the sky around him all blue. So that will help him to pop. And then we're going to go ahead and, oh, one more thing. I used the little snowflakes, little kind of cluster of dots, and I'm going to stamp those a couple of times on the smaller circles. You could even do it a couple of times on the bigger circle if you want. Create a little snow cluster. All right, now we're going to create our shaker windows, the best part. All right, so you've got 3 circles that have foam attached to them and 3 circles that are plastic. The plastic ones have a clear plastic sheet on them that you need to pull off and get rid of. That's garbage. It's just to protect it from getting scratched because they're all stacked up on top of each other in there. All right. So once you have those pulled out, then you're going to take just the outer rim of the circle and put that plastic piece over top of it. So now we've kind of sealed all of our little dots inside of there. That's okay. We're going to let them escape in just a minute. So again, just pulling the outer rims off of those 2 and sealing those in. Okay, now we've got our 3 circles. You decide what pretty fun things you want to put in there. I'm going to go with silver stars, and I'm just going to do them all the same for the sake of time, but you could really, have fun with it. Take a look at your stash. What do you have? If you're coming over to create, you have access to my entire bin of fabulous, fun, shaky things. There's a lot of really good fun things in there. I'm just taking a couple little bits and pieces from a couple different things. These smaller ones, nothing's going to be seen underneath it. It's just kind of that blue and star that we added. So it's okay if you kind of, add a lot. You don't want to do too much because you still want it to be able to shake, but you can have fun filling it. All right, and then I'm going to do just a couple of these little clear ones in just this guy. All right, so now let's create the actual shaky part. So I'm pulling the back side. So our plastic's on this side. I'm pulling the back off just a little bit so that I can kind of peel around and try to get that rim to pop off. See how that rim popped off? I want that to happen all the way around where these little squares of foam are sticking to the protective sheet, and just the rim is attached to the plastic. And then this goes on here. Give a nice firm press all the way around. And there we have our shaker. And all we're going to do to finish that off is put the rim on there. Hee hee hee. Isn't that great? So go ahead and do the other 2 the exact same way. Oh, that one went really easy. And now we've got this foam tape to add all of our fun dimensionals throughout our project. One there and one there. How fun is that? All right. So now clear my space and get everything back set here. So I've got piles, right? I've got this pile of postage shapes. Some of them have been embossed for you, others have not. Make a pile of those. Make a pile of shapes that you're gonna end up cutting them out. Some of them, if you're here, some of the die cuts work. Like this guy right here, there is a die that fits perfectly and cuts him right out. But this guy with the hat, he doesn't have his own die. So some of them you'll have to do, and others you won't. All right, and then all these different trees and fun, right? Lots of fun. Some of them I already cut out for you. Others you're gonna have to cut yourself. Oh, that guy. And trees. And now all these trees, I would just make a pile of all the trees, including the ones you've stamped. And we're going to start working through our pile now. I've got the 3 postage stamps that are embossed, that are in Glacier. And I'm going to rub the evergreen ink over top of it. Isn't that fun how that pops? Look how that works. I just love it. And then before we do, and oh, that went a little too deep. That's all right. It'll still look cool. Make sure you clean your workspace. So on the 6 red embossed pieces, I'm using a sanding block and just pulling the color off to reveal the white core. So you get that fun snowflakey look there. And I think that's it for prep work and we can start assembling. So here's what the layouts look like, and here's what we've got for our first set of pages. So you're going to start with your bases of white. Then these are going to go in the center of those. Then you've got these patterned pieces. Let me take a quick peek here. I did green in the center on this one, and it's about 3/4 of an inch down on that blue, which means I did these two over here, and then this one in the middle, and these two spaced like this. So that can all get taped down. And then we've got double mats for this. So black and then red. And so you may not need, you may decide you don't want to add, these are the same width. So it looks like it just carries down that whole angle. Right? So you've got that nice fun kind of drip. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 that are going to go in the middle of that. Okay. Then to finish this one off, you've got your postage stamp, one of those big ones. And if you want to do journaling lines, all I did was I took a ruler and my mat and just kind of, draw your line, move it down another, I did 1/4 inches, but you could do 1/2 inches if you'd prefer and just do all of your lines. I used a red journaling pen for that. And so now it's a matter of tucking. So take this and kind of tuck it. I tucked it behind this one behind the red. Then this one I sanded the edges if you want to sand it. And that tucked behind there. And then you've got this other little one here. It's going to tuck right in there. So that creates that nice little cluster for that one. And then you've got a sticker tree and 2 cutouts, a snowman and a tree. The Explore is from your sticker sheet. Couple of gems there, add your circle, and that page is done. And then to finish this side off, we've got our 4x6 photo, all, double weld there, going to go there with these here, and then more of these fun little tabs that you're just going to layer in. The littlest one here that I did, just staggered levels. And then the tiniest green one here that I also sanded. These are both stickers. These 3 are all cut out. And then you've got your tabs up here. Oh, I think I used the wrong one over there. This one goes sideways, kind of like this. And then you've got a long one. This one that's going to kind of overlap that to cover that up. And this one here to cover that up. So it creates kind of this cluster right in there. Add your house, this little white tab. I just, again, used a journal line and created that little line there. Add your tree and Let It Snow is one of the stamps. And that finishes that one off. This next bundle of papers has a white base as one and a snowflake as the other. This is the one that's the snowflake. The next thing I want you to grab is you've got all these different 6-inch pieces. They're 6 inches by something, right? They're not all 3 inches. Some are 3 and some are 2 3/4. So the ones that are 3 inches you need in one pile, and the 2 3/4, these four are going to go on this page. So on this one, you've got that one. So this one I sanded using that sanding block. You decide if you want to do that or not. Totally up to you. So those four go there. Then we've got this strip that goes underneath there. Your 4x6 photo frame that kind of overlaps, right? Just a little bit. Then from your, now everybody's are going to be different. So I've got a tree or a snowman. This particular one has a penguin and something else later. Not everybody's bases are going to look the same. So I happen to have an orange one that's got wavy lines going this way. Right, so everybody's are going to be a little bit different. Same thing with this snow globe. It's going to be different just because there's only one of each on a sheet of paper. All right, but so that, I think, you get your 2 shakers going there, add that shaker that we created right in there. Couple of gems. These are trees that we stamped there too. And that one's done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I sanded using the sanding block. This one I used a journaling pen and added lines. You decide if you want to do that. Then again, snow globe. Mine, I have a penguin in this kit. This one I've got a snowman. This goes on the bottom. The 2-inch piece goes underneath. That'll all fold together. If you've got, you decide if you want it to go horizontally or vertically here. And then your shaker. I did little dash marks around this piece with the white journal pen. Let me bring that up close so you can see that. So if you want to do, all that extra, you're welcome to. Add your photos. Again, these are ones that we stamped, but that one's pretty easy to fall together. This concept makes me so happy because all of these candy cane papers are white, right? When you're looking at your kit, all of your candy cane papers are white. And I've just used a blending brush and some inks and added color over top of it to make it more of your own personal designer paper. How cool. So you pick whichever colors make you happy. And then let's take a look at what's in your kit. So we've got the green bases. When you're putting those ones on, they're going to touch the middle. So they're actually a little bit shorter than they are long. So it's 11.5 by 11 3/4. It'll make a difference. Make sure you go that way. And then when you're layering these pieces up, you've got, your two kind of yellowy shades. You decide if you want to go light or dark with it. And then with this one, everything's going to kind of come down to the corner here and match up. Where on this red layer over here, we've got everything matching up in the top right corner up here. Right, so they're just kind of staggered, but it's an easy, simple layout to create once you get that fun sponging done. And then it's just a matter, again, of taking those little embellishments that we've created. We've got a sticker up here, stickers here, a sticker there. These are both stickers, but the rest of it is pieces that we've created. Sticker. And all these penguins are ones that you're cutting out right through there. Right? Yep. Couple little trees, add your gems. Yay. So with this one, the first thing I did before I even got started building is I used, again with the Glacier ink and a blending brush, I went through and blended color here all the way down through here. So this section right through here all has blending. Then I also added some of that cute little stamp through there. And then I took a water brush with Evergreen ink and splattered across there. Then give it a second to dry. Give it a second to dry, and then we've got our paper. So after it's dry, you're going to put these green pieces along the edge. The longer of your stripes on this side, the shorter right up against that piece on this side. Put this aside for a second. Then we've got that one strip that goes across the top here. Oh, did I see that in here? Oh, that's a sticker. So that's a sticker from your sticker sheet. Grab this. So this one, and this one. There's that little one, that one, and that one. And then this is a piece of paper. So that'll get all those strips. And then you've got your memories sticker down here. And then all of your fun snowflakes are scattered through here, the same place you did your splattering. Again, journaling lines if you want to. Fun little base of color. And that is the end of the snow days. Wait, what is that? Is that right? Snow days, 8-page workshop. I hope you had fun. Please comment. And I do have one kit left if you want to put your name on it. Thanks for watching.